Ladies and gentlemen, we're live with yet another evening stream. The time is now 7:20 p.m. January 20th, 2025. And not long ago, we came back from the terrible national nightmare of Marvel Snap being disabled. Everyone got a nice day off. 2 days off. I lose track of time. And I thought I'd take this opportunity to, at minimum, do some conquest and knock out my my accumulated missions. I am drinking a new to me beverage. Blueberry Topo Chico with hibiscus extract. I am just now clocking for the first time. Revolutionary. I'm moving my windows around. At some point, my my Untapped, not to be confused with the one that I've put on the OBS, has just gone all wonky, and so now it's kind of covering up things that I don't even remember where it was, but now it's in the wrong place, wherever it was. My opponent running a Wiccan deck, notably. Actually, maybe I'm eventually going to own a Death Strike. I think maybe this is the play. What's up, Rocket Brute? Get out of here. Gladiator is actually a little tricky into Wiccan decks, because I have played Wiccan decks where Gladiator has pulled out my Wiccan, and I just auto-win on the back of it. But that said, that's the play in that situation. The delay here, pretty good. Means my opponent probably doesn't have Wiccan. And that said, if they do have Wiccan and play it, then they are a big jerk for wasting everybody's time. Now that I think about it, there maybe is even an argument to holding Death Strike here, because more than a couple other cards that they have are small, and Death Strike will kill. Yeah, for example, if they're arrows, not only Hawkeye herself. Fenris Wolf would have been cool to kill, although Namora here is actually pretty fun. And, kind of amusingly, hello Reggie Lamar _Whittours. What was I going to say, amusingly? Amusingly? I don't remember what I was going to say. Oh, no, this is two separate thoughts. The meta used to not contain any Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi just did not exist. And now, Shang-Chi's been existing. In a way that feels very weird. And, for example, if my opponent has Shang-Chi now, I just lose. You just play it mid and make a big Gladiator and Aunt May's, or play it right and make a big Lady Deathstrike. And I don't think I can easily play my... That's actually 6 power, so I go up to 15 there, but if he takes over Baxter Building... I don't think I leave here. I think I just do this and then lose to Shang-Chi. Is the play that we're going to do. Oh! That's a tie? That's amusing.
Tie.
Get my opponent one of those. Just glancing at it, I don't think that there was a way for me to win that. So we'll take it. We'll take it. Should say there's no way for me to win it with the play on the last turn. If I had held Lady Deathstrike, I maybe would have had some options. We'll see. I suppose we won't see. That's the point. Swapping hands, good to know. Iron Patriot, go over there. Ah, that makes sense. Iron Patriot is a cool card to put in Wiccan. I have not played Wiccan since Iron Patriot came out, but it makes a lot of sense to me. Well, neither one of us wants to play a Krakoa. I think we do this. A likely thing for him to do is to go to Westview. Hey, Gar Saxon, good to see you. Glad to be able to play tonight. Well, in many ways, yes, but in some ways, no. I kind of enjoyed the break, as it were. I also have to be very cognizant of taking advantage of Krakoa and being able to take advantage of Krakoa before, oh, that sucks. Mindscape triggers. Beesworth, it has been a minute, has it not? Alright, so my opponent has an Eliath. I've got an Enchantress. Cool. I think Enchantress is a good candidate for card I want to play in Krakoa. And in all likelihood, I'm not in a great spot right now. I'm likely not going to be playing my Doctor Doom next turn. How has this game improved your overall Marvel knowledge? A little bit, like more than 0, but not a ton. The hallmark here. I would have liked a cheaper card. In the game, there's very little lore, like, oh, cool, this is going on or whatever. However, they'll release a character that I've never heard of, or have just kind of a little bit heard of, and then there'll be maybe a YouTube video or 3 about explaining the backstory. And for, I guess, one very good example, very recently, this week's card is Moonstone. Dr. Carla something or other. I'd never heard of the character. And somebody put together actually, nobody put together. This was just an old video that's been kind of making the rounds. Of who is Moonstone? What's the story there? And I watched 5 minutes of it, and I learned a ton about, playing on the penultimate turn makes it. So my opponent might not be playing Dr. Doom, because they've got themselves a +9 power something or other. Not in a great spot. I can play exactly 1 card. We'll be retreating later here. The thing of note, just the way my own brain works, is for the most part, even pretty good made videos, I would say pretty good made comic explaining videos, everything at that level and below, I find pretty unwatchable. Like either the vibes of the person or just what they're showing with the panels, it's just not good content, at least for how my brain works. I fully stipulate that there might be some truly next level, like, this is the one, and they and in fact, I guess the one for Moonstone was pretty good. I don't know, I just don't consume stuff that well. Yeah, and Beesworth, to that point, Marvel Snap comes up with a new card every single week, and then an extra card on top of that once a month. So 5 cards a month. That's 5 characters a month, so 60 characters a year. Like, Marvel has a deep bench, but not an infinite bench. I'm curious what they will, you know... They'll double up stuff. For example, there's Rocket Raccoon as a card, and Groot as a card. And just a couple of weeks ago, a card came out called Rocket Raccoon and Groot. And it was unique and distinct and well-designed. Is that... I'm guessing that they just got that... that Red Hulk is not a card that they normally run. And that is their, perhaps, probably soon-to-be discounted Mojo World card. So my opponent here... probably snapping on the back of either a Wiccan or a future discounted Red Hulk or both. And Doom 29 is really good, but I'm not going to be able to get over to Vormir completely with anything other than Doombot, so I'm just going to leave here. I'm in an okay spot, and leaving here might not be the most correct decision. But I'm going to do it. My most anticipated card, I think he's called Big Wheel. Is his name Big Wheel? I could look this up. But I think that should be a card. And I think it should be a very fun and powerful card. My opponent having a really good... I guess I was about to give my opponent guff for, you know, having godlike 2-drop luck, but he does have at least 4 2-drops in his deck, possibly more. I think I'm just out of here too. Not great hands. Yeah, and speaking only for me, and I don't know if I'm in the 99% majority or the 1% minority. I do not care about the Marvel of it all. This is just a very well-designed game that really speaks to how I enjoy games. I could not care a fig about the Marvel of it all. And yeah, if they just put in fictional things, or I mean, all Marvel, no, a couple non-existent things, I don't care. Alright, so a discounted Blob is really good, and I'm going to get Rocket and Groot down. We just hope that location doesn't screw us. Yeah, we're going to take a beat, take a moment, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Actually, there's an argument to doing Galacta here. That might be the play. He's certainly not... He didn't have a 2-drop, and that's just... Victory. Wiccan deck, a Wiccan brick sometimes. Is the Pouch a card? I've not heard of that. Is that another deep-cut, funny Marvel character? I might want to snap here. I'm going to snap here. And what I'm thinking about is if I want to play Black Swan this turn. And what I mean by that, why I wouldn't do that, is I very much want to get full Doom value. So next turn, yeah, so I actually don't think I'm going to play... Shoot, this is maybe dumb, not playing Black Swan. I'm not going to do it. The other thing to consider, I mean, I ain't considering it, but just to be broadly aware of, is my opponent is running Enchantress. And that doesn't feel good. They're going to be able to do potential work with Enchantress. We'll see. Opponent snap back. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that just means it's going to play play Wiccan. I don't know how much I really care. Galactic can't work because in either location it screws me up. I think I'm just going to stay and call it good here. I'm not in a very good spot. But I will never be in a better spot. Yeah, unrelated to anything. So this is a bummer. I very much want to get maximum Doom value, but my Great Web will be filled this turn. So the question is, am I playing Doom this turn, or am I playing Onslaught this turn? I think I like Doom this turn. Opponent can make an Agent Venom with their Fenris Wolf.
Doom rules all.
And let's see. I think that the most correct play is simply Deathstrike here, and we're playing for these two lanes. I could try and get lucky with a leader thing. They have the extra mana. I think I just do this and maybe lose to a weird Enchantress thing. But anyway, I am going to kill some stuff here. Yeah, this is the least worst play. Does Todd McFarlane still own Image Comics? Does he actually ever own Image Comics? I don't know how any of that stuff works. I think I like Todd McFarlane. Here's the Enchantress. So we're losing a fair amount of power on the left, but we are going to make another set of power on the left. We are not going to make an extra set of power on the left. Well, that Red Guardian, that did it. Unfortunate. Yeah, that... What I was going to mention this earlier. The meta has moved. The meta where it is right now is not overly favorable to the deck that I just have been running. And so there's a real strong argument. I'm not going to do it tonight because I don't have any unique insights. There's a real strong argument to me actually figuring out a different archetype to continue with the rest of the season. What I've done is thrown in Super Scroll as a kind of stopgap thing. And it has not worked out yet, but it certainly will win 8 cubes when it does. Yeah, the little bit of a bummer of it all is the Moonstone. This just happens all the time. I'm catching strays. Where a new card will come out and it'll drive some new meta changes. And the counter to that deck just happens to also counter whatever other deck that I'm playing. And we're seeing this again here with Moonstone stuff. A lot of Enchantress around. More Red Guardian than we've been seeing. And frankly, Shang-Chi's come back, and I don't like any of those cards. Yeah, Todd McFarlane, I do not know hardly anything, but I believe that he is tremendously wealthy from the toy company. And I don't know if he's made also a ton of wealth from the... we'll do this, why not? Also a ton of wealth from the comics, but the toy company is generated some profit for him. We don't love Necrotia while my opponent has a Luke Cage. And US Agent kind of screws us as well, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I also, I think I like Todd McFarlane as a person. I've not met him. But I really like his style. I don't have a relationship with any artist in any kind of comic, but whenever I see a Todd McFarlane, you can kind of tell, and it's always good. And he was making stuff when I was in my formative years. My opponent thinking very hard about what he wants to do, which was nothing. Well, I could Legion Quantum Realm, but that just screws me. Super Scroll here, actually, now that I think about it, is sick. I'm going to just snap on the back of that. Okay, great.
Victory.
Yeah, I really like Spawn. Hello, Kurter. Yeah, and I quite like Venom as a character, and I think he's solely responsible for Venom. So, good for him. We live in a better world that he made his things. My opponent is multitasking. I don't think that they're doing this to be a jerk. I think that they are playing Marvel Snap and doing other things at the same time. How is everybody doing? Back from the little hiatus. And very good for discard. I mean, it could be. And I'll tell you, I play Conquest. Conquest is the default mode that I play and I enjoy. But it is not easy to hang out and engage with chat when you're locked into a long Conquest match. And that's a big weakness about it. Yeah, Beesworth, that cookie loaf, it came out perfectly. It's some of the finest work that we've seen. So my opponent has done nothing. So that's something. Do I snap here? They haven't done anything on... I'm snapping. I think that I'm going to be able to do Red Guardian stuff based on whatever they put down right now, and Leader's cool. We'll just let her rip. No, I'm not going to do Leader. Is that a main deck Silver Samurai? What is this list? Are they Arishem? I don't think so. No, they're not Arishem. The thing I don't like is when decks run Silver Samurai, they typically run the Black Bolt Stature package, and cards and decks that run the Black Bolt Stature package often run Darkhawk, and Darkhawk beats me. Guess this is the play. Hitting nothing with Lady Deathstrike feels very bad. But I think I'm out of time to get value with it. I also wouldn't be surprised if this deck runs Shang-Chi. Giganto Blade is tempting, but Blade doesn't do anything because of the Limbo. Well, now that we mention it, it does add 1 power. And it seems unlikely that he would play for mid and right. The thing I'm thinking about is whether I want to Modok right, Blade left. I think maybe that is the better play. Or this, actually. This is the play, right? This is the play.
You won't need this anymore.
Very good. And we discount the whatever it was.
Victory.
I'm going to do very good with Super Scroll into my opponent if we ever draw it. Indeed, it is a casserole, isn't it? It feels... When you get a casserole that... for more than 2 cubes, it feels good. That, like, I feel like I'm a good player whenever I get 4 or 8 cubes in a casserole. Let's see. Would I like to have 5 mana next turn? I don't think it matters. So what I can do here is now play something on Feast, and then get a couple Dr. Doom procs. Thing is, I actually don't know if I want to snap on that because of Red Guardian stuff. Gonna do it though. Gotta do it though. And if they have Red Guardian stuff, they can't play it in all 3 lanes, I don't think. There goes my Bast. I guess this is Hela? Is he running a Hela hazmat thing? His cards do appear to all have different power, and that would be consistent with stuff, so we'll call it a Hela deck. I think I beat that, though. Do I want to do Aunt May's shenanigans? And potentially lose if my card goes left. Lose out on it if my card goes left. It does take away his agency. I think it's just going to be Hela, though. I don't think he really cares about agency. I think I just do this for... if it goes right, then I can take advantage of it and get a bunch of power in all the lanes. If it goes left, kinda who cares, but I'm guessing that we're going to see a Hela here. Or maybe that turns into Hela. Can you one time, please, Bruce Banner? Alright, so my right one is active and my middle one is not. What I'm thinking about is, can I win right without Bruce Banner? I guess I'm not going to play all of these cards. Do I want the extra couple power left? I don't think that's going to matter. I think I just do... Maybe we do this. And that's good. A lot of unnecessary hemming and hawing. Hello, Foo Force. Thank you. Well, part of why I was able to make it throughout the drought, as it were, was your apple cobbler, apple crisp. Cobbler and crisp actually have a defined difference, and I do not remember what it is. But whatever you prepared, it was delicious, and thank you again for it. Get Iron Patriot down. I like Iron Patriot so much, I've been splitting them a whole bunch. I very much like a fancier split. Just not happening. So if I am them on turn 3, you got a lot of on reveals that they want to be doing. By a lot, I mean a couple. I think I'm just going to put Cosmo down and call it good. And I'll feel bad if they do Swordmaster. Do I want to do Cosmo even? I'm second guessing myself, because if they do Swordmaster, I'm really cooked in that whole lane. I think we do this. Okay. That's good. And hey, stature value. Hey, Viper value. That's funny. Stature's the whole game? Yeah, okay. I wonder if this means some things they're going to protect behind Cosmo. I'm good to play for one extra cube here. I think the Viper's cute. Gonna fill him up unless... Do they have a moving card? I don't know. Now, I have to be scared of... Hazmat. Hazmat is the way that if I lose left, it is to Hazmat. And if he does Hela, I think this opens up this is maybe playing it too safe. See how many cards? He has 5 cards in his hand. I think we do this. Now he cannot do Hela and Hazmat. But if he Helas and gets a Luke Cage back, we then tie this lane. I think it's just add the most power right. I think we just do this. I think we just do this and we lose to some stuff. Okay, great, cool. Once again.
Victory.
added crunch of the oats is, I agree. I completely agree. That adds it. It adds something to it. I have had, whether they're cobblers or crisps or whatever, really soupy versions of that, and it's not been a good time. Like, it's been sweet and the flavor profile's good, but whenever it's just like you're eating apple sugar soup, I don't like it. Well, this conquest gives me a little... I mean, assuming I don't lose 9-1 here. This is a great clip. If I lose 9-1, we could flash cut back to me saying this. I'm probably not going to lose 9-1. This is giving me confidence. In my last couple, I have gotten pretty obliterated in a way that makes me really concerned that this deck just isn't competitive anymore. But we'll see. Him just running out Hazmat does not feel good for him. Start the Doom 2099 train. I don't know if his deck runs Red Guardian or not. I would guess not. I have to think that Hela is one of his 3 unknown cards. Doom US Agent kind of cooks us here.
Wakanda forever.
Yep, here he is. Very much like some kind of way to deal with that. And notably, this might be one of those situations where next turn I actually do not want to play only one card. You do not need to make a Doombot every turn if you don't want to. Okay, so they've lost Ajax. So if they've got Hela in hand, I really don't know. I don't know how this deck works. It's just a big old mystery to me. Just do this and ship it? I don't know. I don't know how Hela works. I probably should learn how Hela works. I don't know if like that's something you can predict of what she makes in every lane or the order of cards that she makes, or I don't know if that's the case or not. And I should know, but you know what? I don't. Ignorance is bliss. Here's the Hela.
Minions to me.
Ajax middle might be enough. It is not? Is it just the one card? That's yet another casserole, ladies and gentlemen.
Victory.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And we finished missions. Everything's coming up, Nate. Knock these missions out. Actually, wait, do I want to leave? I kind of like leaving. So normally I like leaving up 2 missions and then you can complete some immediate ones whenever the clock turns over with the new week. But with the bite dance of it all, I think we're just going to knock these out and not worry about not being able to get online. And did I do any alliance stuff? Nope. Keeping it going. Wow, it's only 8 p.m. Pacific. It feels like 1 a.m. Did any of you do anything fun today? I walked a little trail today. coffee at a nice little quaint mercantile nearby. And took a nap. All good stuff. Painted some Warhammer miniatures. That seems like it's such a fun hobby if you have unlimited money and space. I also don't have the fidelity of movement, but that's really cool. Are you good at it in your own estimation, or do you just do it for practical things? There was a Warhammer 40K real-time strategy game. There's been more than a couple, but there was one particular one that I really, really, really enjoyed, and that is the extent of my relationship with Warhammer. Yeah, I think I would find the painting to be kind of stressful. I received for Christmas last year a very, very, very detailed, it was an awesome thing. It's a paint by numbers. I think you send them a real-life photo, and they convert it in... Is this an Arishem list, maybe? No, it is a list that runs Agony normally. I guess we'll run Angel out now. Yeah, so you give them a photo, and they send you back the paint by numbers, and it was a reasonably detailed photo. Do I snap on Doom 2099? The thing is, Black Vortex becomes a little dicey. I think I do it. And anyway, the paint by numbers thing that came, it had hundreds of little, just very tiny things. Like the fidelity of the brush, I couldn't even get in there, and it was challenging. It was really, really a hard. Of course, a Doctor Doom. Can I get a Doctor Doom? And based on my own difficulty with that paint by numbers thing, I'm guessing I am not going to be very good at painting Warhammer miniatures. Here's Galacta. Don't know what kind of hand button. This is like a lasher thing. I don't know what they're doing. I run Kyera here just to give myself a draw in case I want to, and hope that this isn't Ultron. Actually, Ultron might not even be that bad. We'll see. Alright, 9 power Captain Marvel, sure. Can I get a Doctor Doom? Black Vortex, Doctor Doom, please? Not quite. So, it just comes down to like what this hand Buffy list is. I will at least tie Sanctum, which means that their Captain Marvel has to move. I think I'm not in a leaving spot, but I'm not in a snapback spot. There's lots of ways that I lose here. I hope I don't. I hope they don't have those, but they exist. No, I think I beat that on power no matter what.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
And notably, why Captain Marvel moved despite that being a loss is Captain Marvel not only takes winning into consideration, she takes boosters, I think, into... I forget what the benefit is, but she moved so that he would win one location as opposed to no locations. I have to keep in mind, Agony, America Chavez, Nakia, Galacta stuff can get a pretty sizable brood. To be aware of such things. Oh, I don't know if that Okoye means that they intend to contest Hala. And if they do, I would want to Snowguard Hawk. I guess it actually doesn't really matter. If I lose Snowguard, who cares? What I might want to end up doing is actually Legioning Crimson Cosmos. That might actually screw him up pretty good. I think I am going to do that. Do we want to snap that even? I don't know enough about the other cards that he would run. Absorbing Man? I'm going to do this and not snap. And that might be a mistake. I have three very comparatively good cards to play here. Just an argument for all three. I think I like this. Damn. I thought that maybe he was not going to contest right. I guess that doesn't ultimately matter too terribly much. This ultimately comes down to what Gwenpool hit. I think that this just wins a lot of the time. Actually, I guess Ajax is guaranteed to be more power than Black Bolt. And if I lose, I lose.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Perfect. Perfect!
Victory.
Handwolf can be scary. I think I really derailed him with that Legion. And had I not done that, he could have dumped a bunch of scary power. And I am guessing, chat, that the card that we do not see on his list, the last card in his deck, is Absorbing Man. That is my guess. I have no idea of this deck. You know, it might even be Alioth. You sometimes see Alioth on these things. No, that doesn't feel very good. And exactly no ongoing from him, so Super Scroll sucks. That's weird that he played Forge there. Let's see, I guess my opponent is very scared of the right lane. I guess we just do this. Hope we draw Legion. That'd be pretty fun. If not, just make a bunch of dinosaurs. My opponent can't be happy with what's happening. Well, Dinosaur Taskmaster is good stuff. I kind of want to snap, and the reason I want to snap is we're playing for power. And because I don't think he has a way to turn off bar with no names. Just raw numbers here, and I think I can outnumbers him at this point. I guess I'm most scared of Gwenpool into other things. Okay, well, we were going to play for the whole shebang anyway. Guessing this is Gwenpool America Chavez? Ah. Mr. Sinister. Something. Well, I would have liked you earlier, Legion. I guess it's just this. Really, this? Oh yeah, we now see his whole list. I mean, this just has to be more power than he's got, right? Is there another line that is more power than just playing dinosaur? I think it's just this. Oh!
Higher, further, faster, baby.
I was going to say, but of course the Triskelion. I forgot about all the Triskelion, but my Super Scroll got there in the end. I don't actually know if that would have mattered. Let's see. Had that been any other card, I would have been down 8 more power. So I would have been 17-14. Actually, would have been a tie, interestingly enough, had that just been a naked 2-drop. Worked out okay. Very good. Very good. And still no alliance finishing? Fine. I guess. Keeping it going. Good luck to me and my opponent, but mostly me. It occurs to me now that there's probably not a ton of Gold 3 Conquest queuers right now. I mean, I may be very North America-centric view. I actually do not know if there's different, like, fully different matchmaking servers. You know, whenever there's Deadpool's Diner or stuff where you can, it sorts by region. There's like North America and Asia, I don't remember. And I don't know if they're intertwined here. Because if I'm playing globally, then that matters a lot less, because only America went dark for that period. But if I am just playing against the Americas, then I don't know if there's going to be a ton of people rushing back and doing Gold Conquest or firing up their Gold 3 Conquest. Who knows? Who knows? I would say the opponents that I've run into so far are fairly skilled, and I wouldn't be surprised if indeed, yes, I am queuing against a smaller percentage of the population, the real bangers, as it were. My opponents, yeah, 18k collection level. I have a extremely top-heavy hand. I do not feel good about it until I draw Doom 2099 anyway. Just keep doing nothing. I wonder if this is the same list from earlier. It is. I wonder if there's a pro that has been playing it. Ah, well, black is cool. Can do a Galacta here, I guess. Wait. Do not want to do a Galacta there. For maximum Namora value next turn. Yeah, this is whatever list. That, what? No, actually, this might just be straight up discard business. I was going to say Lady Deathstrike is something that I maybe should be trying to hit Fenris Wolf with, but no, Lady Deathstrike is absolutely something I want to hit Dracula with. Yeah, Dracula with? That's the words. That's how words work. Somebody who's followed me. Let me tab over to wherever that happened and give you a thank you. Zerkla Jerk, thank you for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, yeah, buddy. You're about to... I'm going to give it a second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. Snap. And I'm going to play the Vibranium here. Does not get the Lake Hellas power buff. But I'm going to be overwhelmingly powerful in the left anyway, so let's spread it around. That's good to hear. Now, I wonder if actually I should be doing Ghost Spider. Is that smarter? No, I like Ghost Spider flexibility next turn. My opponent is doing this because they think their Dracula Fenris Wolf is going to get value, and spoilers, it's not going to get value. I might lose this game, but that's why they snapped back. Now, I don't know if I want to get cute here. They've got 3 cards in their hand. And I think one of them is Scorn. Likely they're just going to leave here if they can't beat me. So, like, do I want to do, like this? Like, I think that beats most everything. Just ship it there. And if he beats me, okay, I'll be impressed. I guess some kind of, what's it called? What's her face? Proxima Midnight. Shenanigans. I always forget the Proxima Midnight exists when I do my discard calculations. Much to my own peril. It's really hard sometimes to put discard on stuff, and other times it's completely easy. Like, for example, I know that 2 of their 3 cards are Scorn and Apocalypse, and they have 6 mana, so what are they going to do? I expect they'll leave unless they have drawn something. I don't know. I would love for them to stay and lose, but that seems unlikely. Oh, they're staying. Oh, well, I don't think that'll do it, buddy. Yep. Yay! I don't know if there's a single Gambit target that would have caused them to win the game. And we win! Yay! That's an infinity ticket. And boosters on Iron Patriot. Oh my god, everything is coming up, Nate.
Animated.
Heck yeah. We'll do a little ticket inventory here. I have not been doing a ton of gold. And so I've been just hogging a bunch. I end every season with this. Just way too many silver and gold tickets. I got 5. We're up to 5 infinity tickets. But when I have not been playing very much, I still have 13 gold tickets and 19 silvers. We're chewing through it. Yeah, so you for those of you who are my real life friends who have no idea how any of this works, first of all, thank you for hanging out. You are good people hanging out, not really understanding the mechanics of the game. That speaks very highly to the content of your character. Marvel Snap is a collectible card game in which you collect cards. And you can upgrade these cards to make their cosmetics better. You make them prettier. But you cannot do that until you accumulate boosters on that particular card. So we have this new card, Iron Patriot, new card came out earlier this month, and I really like it, and I really want to make it look beautiful. So I'm upgrading, and I'm spending resources to upgrade it. But I cannot do that until I randomly get boosters on it. And I just got some boosters on it, so I'm able to take it a little bit further. I have upgraded this bad boy 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times now. And all I want is what I generally do for my cards is take them to, they either have a gold background, which I've not gotten for this card, or ink, this is the black and white, which I have gotten this card, but if I get ink, I also need a particular additional visual effect called crackle, in which case, if I receive either gold crackle, or ink crackle, I stop, and it's good. But we haven't gotten there with Iron Patriot, so we're just keeping it going. So yeah, and I completed an Alliance mission, so that's good. It's kind of inconsequential. We definitely are not going to get the Alliance thing this week, and have already gotten the personal thing. It's just a vanity exercise. I'll go grab... I guess I kind of don't want to grab anything and let other people have the opportunity to do stuff. Complete my missions. All right, so with that, everybody, it was a little bit of a shorter stream. We got an Infinity ticket, very good. I'm gonna get back to my life here, and I really enjoyed the Marvel Snap vacation. And we're gonna raid somebody. First of all, I'll take a moment to pause and thank you guys for hanging out. As a small-time streamer, I appreciate greatly you guys hanging out. And the real-life folks that have no idea what's going on with Marvel Snap or couldn't care less what's going on with Marvel Snap, that's very kind of you to hang out. All right, same category. Let's see if Gaming with Flash X or Schnurp is on. Yeah, Gaming with Flash X. We'll go give him a raid. All right, we're going to raid over here. You guys take it easy.